How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Boise. Another daily sobriety vlog. I'm in the car hanging out, taking a break from my driving. Sunday, 10:15, if that matters. Sunday, June 14th. I have been sober for 14,320 days, 39 years, 3 months, 14 days, 470 months. Yay! I just want to say that I was driving tonight and I met some really incredible people. There's one guy, you'll see it on the drive-by when you see those videos come up. It's kind of funny because I've picked Alejandro up a few times before, and you know, he's always had just a couple beers, and we go to the gas station, Circle K, he picks up a few more, and we go home. A couple tall boys, he calls it a night. I don't know anything more than that. He's a fun guy, and I have good conversations with him, and everything is just, you know, hunky-dory. Everything's fine. And then it turns out, I pick him up tonight. So what's going on, brother? Oh, we're just going to the Circle K. Here's my son, Benjamin. Hey, Ben, how you doing? And we just get driving. I got to tell you something, though, man. You're always a good driver, and I really appreciate you, and you're always fun to talk to. I'm like, well, thank you. And I just got to tell you this. He says, I can't lie. I'm going to detox for how long? Next 5 days. Wow. So we were going to the gas station not to get beer. He was getting some chips and some drinks with his boy, and they were going to come home. And then it was at that moment I told him that I'd been sober from drugs and alcohol for over 39 years, and he was like blown away. And he said that he really feels that I was put here to tell him that and give him that return ride. Now he knows more about me that he never knew, and he thinks that that's the reason why I am the way I am, and because I'm sober, and that's an inspiration, which was nice to hear. Also, you know, in a way, he looked at it more spiritually too, that he believes that God put me in, out of all the people to pick him up, it was me to pick him up with his son, so that he could tell me what was going on with his life, and then he could find out about me, and he can be inspired by me. So I told his son to look up Sobriety with Boise and look at some of the vlogs we're doing right now. More are being loaded up, and then of course the drive-bys will come up, and that'll come up in one of the drive-bys for sure. But serendipity, you just don't know. You just don't know. And right before that, and it was really funny, I thought I hit record and I didn't, because I'm 65 and I'm working with phones. Forgive me. I'm all thumbs, baby. That's why the people in the Temple of Sobriety, they're in their 30s. They're young. They know what's going on. I have no goddamn clue. I told one of the guys, I said, you know, you have to explain it to me. It isn't like I got my thumb on the pulse of the situation. It's more like a thumb up my ass and I don't know what I'm doing. It's more like the truth. But I have these young people that are putting it up, so it's really great. Otherwise, my story would be a very small story, just a few people in my car every now and then. Now it's starting to spread out. So thank you for liking, subscribing, joining the community, joining everybody. That's just, it means a lot. It means a lot to the people that we're helping, someone like Alejandro too. So I wish him a lot of luck, but it was very touching. The person I picked up before that, we were just chit-chatting. And he just thought I was the funniest guy he had met. He goes, are you a comic? Are you a comedian? Do you do comedy? I said, well, I used to. I did some stand-up, but I bartended, and I was a DJ in my hometown, 100,000 watt rock and roll radio station. And we were just fun little guys. And wrote commercials for the radio stations too, and I did a lot of character voices, things like that. But now I'm taking all this and throwing it into the podcast, plus all my bad behavior. Like I told Alejandro, I said it turned all that bullshit into gold. I'm like some kind of alchemist now. But it's very humbling, and I'm very excited by what's going on around me. I'm able to interact with people and really feel like I'm contributing, and it really feels good. I'm more excited now in 39 years of sobriety than the prospect of when I first started. Of course, when I first started, I was terrified, you know. It was very scary to be sober for the first time and doing everything sober for the first time, and you wonder if you're even able to do it and do it correctly, and you wonder if people are looking at you, and you fear rejection still, even though you're not, you know you're not supposed to, but you still do because you've been fearing rejection for so long. It just seems like a natural reflex. Thank you, Duran Duran. Reflex. Life can be difficult when you first start off with your sobriety, and it can be awkward, and it can be numbing on your soul, and like I say, frightening. And it's nice to be able to feel good about this and feel good about helping people and doing what I can for them. That is just an extraordinary feeling to me, and I really, really, really appreciate that. It's just going to be a wonderful feeling here on out, helping people. And like I say, I'm in the fourth quarter of my life, and being able to pay it forward. And there are a lot of people hurting because I know what it's like to hurt, and we all do. But I know what it's like to hurt because of your bad behavior and your alcoholism and your drug addiction. And those of us that know that, we know how painful that can be. That's god-awful painful. And to be able to turn that around and be able to help people, it's a wonderful feeling. And I'm very humbled. And it was really cool to see Alejandro again. This other fella, I told him about the Temple of Sobriety, and because he thought I was really funny, and my outlook on life was really, really refreshing, and he likes the way I phrase things. And I said, I mentioned him at that point. I was sober for 39 years. Well, that makes sense. And he thought that was a blessing, and praised God, and thought it was wonderful. And he confided with me that he still dabbles. I'm like, Elijah, you're not getting arrested. I'm not here to preach at you. I'm just telling you that's the way I am, and that's how I got to where I'm at. So when you do a little snapshot, that's how this guy is, and you're seeing me. That's how I got to where I'm at, because of the way I am and my sobriety, the journey I took. And he just found out about it today. Everything being new to him, and with me, was it 14,320 days sober? So there's a little bit of a history that got me to where I'm at, and I was able to regain my original personality that I had lost, and I almost erased with my alcoholism and drug addiction. And I feel like I've come back better and stronger, which is also a miracle in itself. And now I'm able to enjoy life even more so, and enjoy the interactions I have with people. That's just a beautiful thing. It really is. And that's something you're going to be able to enjoy as you travel on your journey. You're going to feel little victories as you go, and that's your attaboy. That's your pat on the back. Good job, guy. Good job, girl. You're doing great. You're going to hear it from your family and friends eventually, and that's a great feeling too. But it's good to know that you're doing it yourself, and you're able to recognize what you're doing and go, wow, I did good. This is a great feeling. And then you'll feel it when it happens to you, and it'll inspire you to go another day or two not so shaky, and you can get stronger and stronger with it. It's like you're not going to get washboard abs with 2 sit-ups, even if you do 2 a day. It takes multiple. It takes time. And yeah, in the words of one of Ringo Starr's albums, Ringo, peace and love, right? Time takes time. Ooh, clever. Those lads from Liverpool, they're quite clever, Nothing gets by them. Nothing at all. And I always wanted to be like that, be witty, funny, and enjoy life, and interact and have a good time with a conversation and a twisted phrase. And just to make someone go, oh, yeah, cool. Just that kind of thing is just a great feeling. And to be able to do it in a sober manner with people and interact with people, it's a blessing, truly is. And I feel like a very lucky man after all I've done to myself in the past and how I've crawled from the wreckage and just been able to move ahead and be that person I always wanted to be. That's just fantastic. That is just something I never would have thought would have ever happened. And that'll happen to you too. And you'll be able to re-engage again with your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, God, your children, you know. Alejandro with his son Benjamin, old Ben, he was very, very cool. And he said, he's really smart in math. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool, because I use the example of a man has to, the best thing a man can do is take his greatest weakness, talking for me is a weakness evidently, your greatest weakness, and turn it into one of your strongest strength. Turn it into your strength. And I said, you can just say you're bad at math. You study, work hard at it, and you try to turn it around and do the best you can. And the next thing you know, you look over your shoulder and you're like, wow, look at me. I'm now working for NASA. And it was kind of funny. I used that example. And then he said his son, Ben, is really good at math. And he said, how many days sober are you? And I said, I believe it's like, 14,320. And he said, oh, wow. That's like 39 years and 3 months, right? Like, wow. You are sharp, kid, because I gotta look it up myself. That's incredible. So, yeah, I had some great interactions with people, and I think when you make a good interaction and connect with people, there's a certain spirituality that goes with that, and you obviously are connected into a bigger thing. And whether it's you believe it's God or the great universe or the big wheel in the sky keeps on turning, thank you, Journey. I won't stop believing. Thank you again. I'll be listening to you faithfully. Did it again. I'm sorry. I'll come to you with open arms. I did it again. But the thing is that you're enjoying life and you're moving forward, and things can only get better. Thank you, Howard Jones. Another great song. Seen him 3 times live. It's an interesting little fact. It's kind of fun. And last time I saw him, he headlined, and the opening act was ABC. Oh, are they good too? Oh my God. But House of Blues in Houston is awesome. I celebrate music and I enjoy music, and being sober, I can feel it. The words hit my brain and my soul, and I react to it. And the music that accompanies it actually enhances that feeling. And even if you're not into music, you find out that something sad is a minor key and something uplifting is a major key. And little facts. You can't write something that's happy when it's sad, and the music has to reflect it. So the music is equally as important as the lyrics and as the singer and how the song is done. And it's the full package, because it's the full feel, and that's what's really important. So just like us in our lives, it's important that we express ourselves too. Thank you, Madonna. Vogue. I know, I'm like a virgin. Anyways, I'm going to leave this on a pause for